In today's video, we're going over the M1 Finance app and taxes. We'll be breaking down how to know if you owe taxes this year, where to retrieve your M1 Finance tax forms, and we'll also be discussing how you can import your M1 Finance tax forms directly into TurboTax. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Eric of Everyday Investing, and on this channel we're all about investing and personal finance for the everyday investor. So if you're new here today, definitely feel free to subscribe and hit that bell notification to catch future investment app videos just like this one. Today we are going over the M1 Finance app and taxes. So I would like to first start off by mentioning, guys, that I am not a tax professional. If you need any legal tax advice or have any legal tax questions, as always, consult your CPA or tax accountant and they will be able to help you with that. I'm here today to educate you on how to retrieve your tax forms from the M1 Finance app and what to do with them from there. Well, essentially there are three reasons why you may have to pay taxes on your M1 Finance investments. The first is if you made any profits. If you made any capital gains from buying and selling stocks or ETFs on the M1 Finance platform and you came out ahead with profits, you will have to pay taxes on those profits, or as they're called, capital gains. The second instance where you'd have to pay taxes from your M1 Finance investments is if you made any interest from your investments or the cash sitting in your M1 Finance account. And the third instance where you'd have to pay taxes from is if you made any dividend income from your M1 Finance investments. If you held any stocks or ETFs on M1 Finance that made dividends throughout the year, you will have to pay taxes on those dividends just the same. But don't worry guys, you don't have to do any complicated calculations or do any math. The great thing with M1 Finance and pretty much all investment platforms is that at the end of the year, come tax time, they summarize all your transactions, all your gains, dividend income, everything, interest, everything you need, all into one condensed tax form. And this tax form is called the 1099 tax form. So like I said, if you made any dividend income, any interest income, or you made any profits from buying and selling stocks or ETFs, you will have to pay taxes, and this will all be summarized in that 1099 tax form from M1 Finance. So there are typically four types of 1099 tax forms you may receive from your investment platform. M1 Finance condenses them all into one PDF altogether, but they are typically the 1099B, which stands for any brokerage transactions, any trades you made profits on. Also the 1099 DIV, which stands for any dividend income you received. Thirdly, there's the 1099 INT, which is for any interest you made. And the last one is the 1099 MISC, which stands for miscellaneous income. Now that 1099 miscellaneous tax form is a less common tax form, so you may only receive the first three or some combination of them on your M1 Finance tax form. And also, on the other hand, if you lost any money buying and selling stocks on the M1 Finance platform, you can actually deduct those losses on your taxes as well. But you don't have to worry too much about the different variations of the 1099 tax form, guys, because if you give your 1099 tax form to your tax professional, they'll know what to do with it. Or if you use TurboTax, you can actually import all this information automatically without having to type it in. So either way, it's not as overwhelming as it sounds. So now you know you may owe taxes on M1 Finance if you made any dividend income, interest income, or if you made any profits from buying and selling stocks or ETFs. So now that you know if you owe any taxes, I'm going to show you where you can retrieve your M1 Finance tax forms in both the M1 Finance app as well as on the M1 Finance website. So here we are now inside the M1 Finance app, and if you're ready to retrieve your tax documents, what you're going to want to do is click on that upper profile icon on the top right side, click on that profile, and you want to scroll down to where it says Documents. Go ahead and click on Documents. Once you're in there, you want to filter it out just to show your tax documents. So go ahead and uncheck Statements and Trades, make sure just Tax Documents is checked, and here you will see it show your M1 Finance tax forms. So depending on how many different M1 Finance accounts you have, if you have a joint account or an individual account, it'll show your tax forms here. In my case, I just have an individual M1 Finance account, so I just have one 1099 tax form. However, if you have more than one M1 Finance account here, you may have more than one tax form. From here, you simply have to click on the tax form and it will download to your phone in a PDF file format. And on the other hand, if you'd rather prefer to download your M1 Finance tax forms directly from their website instead of downloading them onto your phone through the app, you can do that as well. Simply go to the website m1finance.com, log into your account much like you would on your phone's app. From there, once you're inside your account dashboard, you're going to want to click on your profile icon in the top right. Click on that and then go ahead and click on Settings. After you click on Settings, you're going to want to click on Documents on the top. Once that opens up, you'll see your tax forms as well. Again, you can filter this just by checking the tax form box, and here you will see all your tax forms. So again, if you have just one M1 Finance account, you'll likely just have one tax form 1099. Here you can click on this tax form. It will then download the PDF file directly to your computer, where you can either email it to your tax professional or you can print it out to physically hand it to them as well. Now, if you do happen to use TurboTax like I do, you can actually import your M1 Finance tax information directly into TurboTax. Now, because I'm not a tax professional, I'm not going to walk you through the exact steps on how to add your tax information into TurboTax, but I will give you the brief overview. Essentially, if you do use TurboTax, you're going to want to go to where it says Income and Expenses. Once you're in this area, you'll see an option that says Let's Get Your Tax Info, where you can enter and import information from either your bank or brokerage account. So all you have to do is simply type in M1 Finance. Once you type that in, you will see M1 Finance pop up as the top option. You're going to want to click on M1 Finance. Once you click on that, you simply have to enter your M1 Finance account number as well as your social security number or tax ID number. And again, this account number information can be found directly on your PDF file that you downloaded from M1 Finance. Once you enter that information, you simply have to click here where it says Get My Form. It will then automatically import all the tax information you need from M1 Finance into your TurboTax. However, if you don't feel comfortable entering your M1 Finance account number on TurboTax, you could instead skip this step and click on I'll type it in myself. This will not automatically import your tax information, so you have to manually enter in all the information on your 1099 tax form. So it will take longer, but you do have that option as well. You have both. You could either manually type in all the info you need, or you can import it directly from M1 Finance. So that is how you retrieve your M1 Finance tax form, guys. And again, like I said, you have two options. You can either print out the PDF and give it to your tax professional and they can handle it from there, or you can actually import the information directly into your TurboTax. Either one works just the same. That's basically all you need to know when it comes to M1 Finance and taxes. If you guys would like to learn how to retrieve your tax forms from other popular investing apps such as the Stash Invest app, the Acorns app, or the Robinhood app, feel free to check out my playlist of those tutorials right over here to the right. And as always, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on Everyday Investing.